This is Wilhelm Reich, and I'm here to communicate about my fascinating discoveries and findings here on Earth, how I did it, what it is that I actually discovered. So, when I was a child, a very, very young child, I was introduced to sexuality, sex, and of course the profoundly magnificent orgasmic experience. And when I was very, very young, I have explored many sexual experiences, positions, etc. Now, as a child usually looks at the world with quite an innocent awareness, and I looked at sex in an interesting way, especially the orgasmic experience, because I wondered, what exactly does this orgasm consist of? Because I experienced it as a energy of sorts, a movement occurring inside me, and I wanted to know what exactly orgasm is. What exactly does an orgasm consist of? Because then I went further and said, well, an orgasm creates a baby, creates life. So therefore, the orgasm, or the experience of the orgasm in the penetration of two human beings together, forms that orgasmic experience, and in that orgasm, the baby is born. Or that orgasm, or the experience of the orgasm, always left me feeling alive, clean, purified, amazing, great, relaxed. The orgasmic experience. So I wondered, what exactly does this orgasm consist of? And why is it that I experienced the orgasm in such a specific way? And so my investigations through my lifetime got me to the discovery of the Orgone Energy. Now, this energy that I have discovered was the energy essence of this consciousness existence. It is the energy essence which I perceived was life, but it was actually of consciousness designed life. Consciousness attempt to understand life, which was the Orgone Energy that I had discovered. And that was why my experiments and my discoveries led me to Orgone Energy in terms of the search for the origin of life, of everything in existence, because the origin of life to me would be in the answer of the sexual orgasm, because it's during sexual intercourse that a baby is created. Well, that's how I looked at everything, and thus I investigated the sexuality and sex manifestations of the world, or between human beings, to understand the orgasm, because if I can understand the orgasm, then I'm able to understand everything else. Because that's the origin of life, life being born, and the orgasm is part of that. And that's why I also believe through my investigations that Orgone Energy is of life, because it makes you feel great, amazing, clean, purified, relaxed, as though a whole burden has been taken off of you in your entire human physical body. Experience it as like a healing experience as well. But that healing, or the experience of the Orgone Energy during orgasmic experiences, was actually the purification and the cleansing of your mind consciousness system that regenerated every time that you had a sexual experience, or a sexual orgasm specifically. and that the orgone energy that I discovered was the essence of this consciousness existence, meaning that the life force of consciousness is energy, but who we are is not of energy in any way whatsoever. So that was orgone energy, is a manifestation of energy of this consciousness existence, the energy with which programming was done within human beings' mind consciousness systems, the energy which is able to be transformed, renewed, both life-giving and death-giving, all in its polarity equations and manifestations is what the orgone energy existed and consisted of and as. So human beings are basically discovered the essence of consciousness existence, that is this energy which is referred to as orgone energy, which exists within and as everything in this existence that is of consciousness. Though as who you are, when your mind doesn't exist, energy doesn't exist. But who you are remains, which is fascinating. So it was quite an eye-opener, especially when I'd crossed over and I looked at this whole scenario like kind of recently. It really looks like the world and this universe is like in this little round bubble, and there are human beings in and as it, and everything is surrounded within and as this orgone energy, which is the consciousness, life energy. How it's changed, how it's transmuted, how it's dispersed, how it permeates, how it changed, etc. So, human beings, my suggestion would be to stop your mind. You are not energy. Energy is a mind consciousness system manifestation in an attempt to try and understand life. And this energy is not life. Because who we are is life. This energy is not life. And we're not energy either. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Wilhelm Reich. Thank you very much.